Ho ho and more hoes to you and yours. Here we have a very long awaited out the box here in this shoky Christmas time here. And I've got the 2025 Star Wars Black Series Christmas figures. I've got a Reindeer Trooper and a Santa D2. I don't know why they gave us more Grogus, but whatever. More Grogus, more Porgs, more all of the things, although I'm concerned that the horns on that trooper might not last. So either way, it's been a long time since I've done anything in the closet here, and in fact I've still got a pile of stuff I need to do. In fact, not to mention the forgot about the shredder over there. So either way, I've got a Ninja Turtle in my way here. I need to get you out of the, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and check these guys out. Also have a new Mega Man figure over there I need to work on. Man, it's been so long, I don't even remember how to do this. Okay, so, you know what, I'm gonna, since the R2, or the droid here, Santa Droid, has more stuff, I'm gonna save him for last. So, we've got the Stormtrooper Holiday Edition. Of course, you always gotta get a Trooper. We do have our standard Holiday Edition packaging here. You got our 2 and our from there. This is dumb, nothing new here. I do like the ornaments. It'd be cool if they sold actual wrapping paper. Now that I think about it, Hasbro, get on that shit. Okay, I don't have a knife in here anymore. No, I don't. I guess I'll have to attempt to use a spudger to pop this tape. It's like, I didn't realize it. Like, oh yeah, I don't have a knife in here now. Wait, I had a tiny screwdriver. Maybe that'll help. Use a tiny screwdriver. Pop the tape. There we go. I guess I have some nippers there. Okay. The entire backdrop just came out all at once. Alright, and then of course our useless piece of paper, like you do. And we'll get the box out of here. Chuck it over yonder. Okay. Might have to zoom in a little bit. I can't get any closer at the moment. So I'm going to have to zoom. Alright. And I've never used this tripod for this. Okay, so we've got our little... Oh, they're felt. I didn't realize they were soft. So those won't break. Okay, so let's go ahead and get them out of here. Gotta love a trooper. It's gonna have hell standing. Crinkle sounds. Okay, so there's our trooper. I can't believe those are just felt and glued on. Alright, let's get his standard blaster. Somebody just peeled out. Snow Porg. And happy Holo Porgs to you and your family. Holographic Porgs now, that's what we're doing. Okay. And let's see here. Nothing new. They look creepy. Holographic Porg is very creepy. Let me turn that. Alright, let's come down low a little bit. Whoop-de-doo. Snow Porg. Snowman Porg. Okay. Blaster. Same blaster we always get. Does it have the peg for sticking into someone's leg? It does not appear so. Usually it has like a peg. That's different. But of course, you gotta have the orange tip on there because it's, of course, it's a toy. It's a toy blaster, not a real one. You can't possibly have a real blaster shown on screen ever. Alright, so here we have our reindeer trooper. I wonder if this is a new body. I don't know if I've seen one like this before. So he's got to be like Rudolph, I guess, because he's got a medal, but it is you can see that it's a Death Star medal, so that's cool. I'm gonna zoom in slightly, tilt up on that head for really weird paint job, but I guess it's supposed to be like a reindeer face of sorts. And like I said, these are literally just felt, and they're like glued into the back of the head. That's so funny. The rest of it is identical. We do have some damage back here around the butt skirt, kind of. This is the soft plastic. We have the diaper going on. So that's always amusing. look, I don't buy these things because they're good. I buy them because they're fun. Okay, do we have pinless knees? It looks like, actually, yeah, look at this. Okay, so this is a new figure. There's no pins. We got pinless arms. Look at that. And it's a single joint. Goes pretty far for a single joint. That's not bad at all. Okay, so we have butterfly joints that are somewhat frozen, but not bad. And I like the texture inside here for like the inner garments. That's pretty cool. Paint there is going to wear off. The shoulder pad's probably going to pop. Of course, you got the white little belly there. Double joint? Double ball joint? Nope, single ball joint. From down into there. The waist rotates up here. It looks like it should rotate there, but it does not at all. Good Lord. Okay, and we have normal T-ball joints there. We got the same single jointed knees as the arms. Yeah, that's pretty good. Once again, pinless joints, so I really can't complain about pinless joints. Gotta love that. Okay, let's give him a stupid gun. The gun is always stupid. Plastic feels super cheap. But at least you have a gun-holding hand and a hand that holds the gun. So that's good. Can I actually position the hands to where they're useful? Holy crap, look at that. He can actually hold the gun. He can cradle it like usual. And then I can give him a little... I'm so cute. I'm so cute as a Stormtrooper. He definitely looks like he would have that voice. What is happening here? We got some paint. There we go. Oh, ankle joints. What do we got here? Oh, terrible ankle joints. All right, that's nothing new. All right. Yeah, spread them out a little. Yeah, I'm cute. I'm so cute as my reindeer person. Yeah, he's gonna have difficulty standing. Definitely. So one thing is these are, of course, going into my display, but I don't know where yet. Because, you know, new ones. I don't plan ahead for the new ones, but I have room. Look at that. Look at that. Pleasing design there. Because if you don't have enough red and green, you can always add more brown. That's what I always say about my stormtroopers. Boop. Okay, let's get him out of the way and get to the droid here. Zoom out. And we got Astromech Droid Holiday Edition into Santa. And now this comes with the best freaking accessory I've ever seen. A literal Santa hat and mask. And then a Grogu, because, you know, that's what you want your Astromech droids. Once again, let's get this open. No point in looking at the packaging. It's all the same. Okay. And I got these from Amazon. Originally, I had the Trooper ordered from Big Bad Toy Store, but then I saw that he was already available on Amazon, so I just went ahead and ordered it. And then shortly thereafter, the Astromech droid popped, so it made my life real easy. Okay, everybody in there. And I appreciate... Oops, I'm trying to knock my hats over. I appreciate that we do have all this, although this is furry, and now they've put it up against tape. Also, I'm trying to think, did I ever really get... I had to have had an R2 at some point, or some type of Astromech droid. Come on. Come on, people. Yep, that's what I was worried about. That is actual fabric, not molded. Interesting. The hat has some molding to it. It has a little plastic insert there, but I assume I can remove that. This is gonna be good. Okay, so our tiny... I see what they did. They used Yoda's cane. I was trying to figure out how they did that. I was like, what are they using for the candy cane? It is literally Yoda's cane. I'm fairly certain, because I don't know who else would have an actual cane that small. Alright, tiny Grogu. Tiny, disproportionate Grogu with a decent paint job. I don't know if I have a sitting Grogu. I have a in a bag Grogu with a different trooper. That's a thing that happened not that long ago. In fact, literally a year ago. This the handle on this tripod is hitting me in the boob. Okay. Wow, okay. So we got some very loose ankle joints here on our... Oh, hold on. I has the frickin' third leg third leg of the R2. Okay, already enjoy that. That's awesome. I did not know that existed inside the toy. Hold on. Now I'm excited. I was excited for different reasons. Now I'm excited for this reason. Okay, so I've got a gold paint up here. Horrible gold plastic. Love the paint job there. Green, red, all the things. It can rotate. That already is good. It's got a little detent there. So that's cool. And it appears that if you got a different version, you could actually put the different accessories up here. So that's good. That's good. I definitely never got this version of an R2. If I'm right, so you've got the little grippy arm, but I don't know if that comes out of here or out of here. I think it comes out of the door here. Is it hinged? I think it's a hinge. Yeah, okay. So that one opens up that way. Man, this is really hard to do with numb hands. Okay. So you've got all of that, and I know these open up, but I don't even know how you're gonna do it. A slightly sharper spudger, make my life easier. Okay. There we go. Oh, I saw movement. There we go. Okay, so those open up. That's cool. So if I want to utilize the little grabby arm, I can just put it inside here and close that. And then we also have the rocket boosters that you can put here, I assume. Oh yeah, those are just soft plastics there. So you can have a hoverbot. That's also soft plastic. Popped right off of there, actually. Oh. Interesting way they did that. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I don't need that, but that is cool. Do you actually get some ankle tilt? No. Okay. But you've got movement here. You got that. I like the painted buckle. I didn't realize that the first time. Front and back is effectively the same there. Now, the only thing that sucks is you can't, like, I mean, I guess you can kind of hold it. Yeah, because I think the arm would flip up is what it would do. So, it needs a little bit more oomph to it, but freaking arms are moving. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Let's look Grogu right quick. Paint's actually pretty good considering he's so tiny. Head. Do I get any head movement? Not really. And then the arms move. Whoop-de-doo. The hands can rotate. So that's cute, but pointless. Okay. Do I want to utilize the boosters or not? I don't know. I kind of like it. I do like it, but I don't have another stand to put him on to have him like flying. So I don't know if I really want to deal with that. Plus the rockets keep falling off. That's never a good thing either. Okay. So let's put this back on. And put this back on. And we'll get that out of the way. And we need to put on the main accessory here. We need Santa D2, R2D claws. So I'm going to pull out that, and we're going to, oh my god, it's so stupid, so stupid. The fact that the hat just shoots straight up is hilarious. And it would be a bit ridiculous to, wow. That just went flying. I'm gonna have to go retrieve that. It's way over there. Like, way over there. Literally almost off the table. Okay, so we'll close that up for now. But that is hilarious. Kind of wish there was like a little peg or something to really hold it on. But the hat has a little too much A little too much ass to it, so it stands straight up. Okay, so you gotta... If the beard and the hat weren't attached to be able to, you know, to each other, it would be interesting. Because you can't get it to do almost anything else. There we go. That's somewhat helpful. Oh, I guess the beard itself would actually hurt where the arm was located. So I want to pull out the middle leg again, just because I like it. And I want to turn the head a bit. All right, so yeah, stay on like that. He's very erect. Good Lord. Okay. That's funny. That is very funny. And then you have a Grogu that you have zero interaction with. That's one thing I hate, is accessories without a purpose. And like, this already came with a bunch of accessories, so I didn't need a Grogu. Okay, so if I pull that backwards, the hat definitely goes full erection. Okay, so there's no way around that unless I put like a tiny weight. If I glue like a tiny weight into that, that would be the only way to really do it. Do I have... I gotta have like a nut or something I could put in there that would definitely hold that. I just want to make sure it's not so heavy that it janks it down, you know? I got something I can use. But that's very cool. That is very, very cool. Though the cane here, the literal cane, kind of a pain in the butt. Can I give it to Grogu here? See if he can hold it in across his hands. Our Lord and Savior, Grogu. He wields the cane of mint and sugar. That works. Tiny Grogu. Tiny Grogu. Okay, so let's... It's almost easier just to always have the troopers standing straight, because there's no point in attempting to do anything else. Okay, and then we've got the Ghost of Porg. Actually, it could be a ghost, not a hologram. Hard to tell. It's one of those two things. The fire coming out of that would be great. I'm missing his arm, though. Okay, that's cool. This is a cool set. And I gotta figure out where exactly I'm gonna put them in the thing out front here. So let's try to get a picture here. Hold on. Too much. That's better. I like that. Merry damn Christmas, y'all. Alright, we'll cut to figuring out where they're going to go in the set. Alright. So, I have an issue here because I don't know. I need to... My lighting and my camera are all in a wonky spot here. Okay, so I'll put lighting over there. Alright, so actually, because I moved it out here, some things fell, but I need to figure out where stuff goes. Alright, so I've got my reindeer guy. I'm not entirely certain where I put him. My previous brown guy over here, the gingerbread trooper, is over here by the tree. Usually I keep the very themed ones to this side. I keep the red and greens in the middle, and then the other ones over there. So in theory, the reindeer trooper should go over here. So what I might do is move Gingy here out just a little bit. He has them ankles that don't want to work. And we'll put reindeer trooper right there. And then I've got Spirit Porg. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. So Spirit Porg, I'm gonna put right here in front of Nutmeg Trooper. Nutmeg. Oh, my other My other friends back here have fallen too. I need to fix them. My salacious elf, or whatever this is. I have to go over here. Well, you know what? Now that I've done that, I don't know. Because usually I keep the Santa themed things over here, but I'm going to put the other one over here. Let's go with Snowporg. Can go right back here on the little cliff rock. Of course he falls. So here's the hard part, because I don't want to move these guys if I can help it. That's why. Okay. So that one goes there. But the good news is this guy has a hole that he goes back into. And good to go. So there's another Grogu inside there, obviously. Okay, and since we need our Santa, you know what? I've already got I got the C-3PO right here, so it would make sense to have the Santa R2 right there as well. I'm gonna move this mouse droid to there. And the candy cane. By the way, I got that to stay down with a magnet and a bolt. So that's funny in and of itself. Okay. So there we go. And now we need Grogu. I might put Grogu right here. I think he might fit right there on the mouse droid. On there. That's funny. Now I have an extra one of these guys, but I don't know what to do with it. Because it was laying here when I did it all, but I don't know where it came from technically. I might have had it on the K2 droid. I'm not sure. Because I was using these for porg nests, but I have excess now. So what I might do is just drape it over the Mandalorian rifle. That seems like a good spot for that. Let me move this ever so slightly here. So, there we go. That's pretty cool. Let me pull this off of here so we can see the whole shelf. So now we've got the reindeer trooper back there. Then all of our friends doing this thing. So there we go. And then of course the Christmas tree, which is up high now. So either way, guys, that's going to be it for this out the box Christmas edition for this year. Next year, if they keep doing these things, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have that much space. I can probably move some stuff around, especially on that side, but I'm happy with it. So either way, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.